Alright, there we go. Now let's see what's not going to work today. Fun. I forgot to put myself off. But I made sure my microphone works, so there's that. Alright. So, welcome to the stream. This is your first time here. My name is Shiro. I usually talk a little bit about if I did anything artistic this past week, or if there's anything new. When there's a little bit of art drama, but right now there's really nothing new. Artist tracing AI, getting caught. It's all the same thing. And then after that, I work on a comic. And right now, today, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to finish the black and white version of Welcome Home Nephew, Baby Carrots. Looking forward to that. Just gonna wait real quick. If there's anybody in the chat right now, now's the time to say hi. Because I'm going to move on to something that did happen. And it does count as something artistic. While we wait, I am so sleepy, you guys. I recently started a new medication because despite being non-binary, I'm having old lady womanly issues. And at the same time, I am having young lady womanly issues. So I'm on a new medication for the old lady part. Let's put it like this. I am non-binary, but I assume the fact that I have a female body. But it's the same thing as I'm the same height as I was in 6th grade, but that doesn't mean I'm still 10-year-old. You get it? My body is not me. And it's been I need my hair shaved. It's been a couple of days now where I need a nap in the middle of the day. One of the pill was supposed to kick in like 2 weeks, but apparently I don't have time for that. So I'm getting some of the side effects right the fuck now. One of the possible side effects. Hi, Paul. Always glad to see you. One of the possible side effects was either drowsiness or what's the word for when you can't sleep? I got amnesia in my head, but that is so not the word. See, I'm sleepy. I'm not tired. I feel great. I'm not sore. I'm not, I can't wait to go to bed. I'm just sleepy. I literally had a nap before the stream. Like, I wake up perfectly fine, perfectly normal, and then suddenly around lunchtime I'm going. Like, I'm turning into my dad and I'm going like So we got somebody in the chat. So if you follow me on my socials, you already know this, but if you don't, follow me on my socials. You're gonna save a lot of time. I've got I received my prize for that art contest I won back in 2024. And that is only part of it. Listen, it is full. Insomnia. Thank you, Paul! I don't have the insomnia. Like, I'm already used to waking up every 2 hours for a little pee time. And I just wake up, go to the bathroom, come back, fall immediately asleep. I do all that on 1 melatonin a night because that first falling asleep is a struggle for me already because I have ADHD. But after that 1 melatonin, plus a blackout mask with some Bluetooth like directly linked to my brain with either some scary stories or relaxing music, and I'm gone. Excuse me. When scary stories keep you awake, not the way these men narrate these stories, let me tell you. You put Night Mind on? Like, I like to listen to the SCP series because it lasts all night. Because I need the sound constantly, even when I don't hear it because I'm asleep. Because if the sound stops, that wakes me up with a jolt. So, let's see what we got in here. First of all, we have the litter box cereal. Oops, all prizes. It came stuffed. And we're going to see the stuff. Of course, we're gonna read on the box. Smellogs. Coop's quiz. What's the funniest sound? Arts, and it's missing a letter. What's the stinkiest smell? Fruits, and it's missing a letter. What's Daddy the best at? Fats, and it's missing a letter. What's better than burps? Fars, and it's missing a letter. Secret word of 4-letter word. Gee, I wonder, huh? Help friend find her sanity. Now this part I actually didn't read because I was busy like ripping the box open. Well, not ripping, I made sure to keep it good. But I didn't read this part. So, nutrition facts. Serving size 2 scoops. Serving per container 1. Amount per serving. Calories 999. Calories from sugar 998. Total sugar rush 110% daily value. Hyper Kids 80%. Sugar crash 20%. Include 10 grams added sugars 10%. Protein. Maybe? Fiber. Vitamins. Made in a factory by cats. Gluten free. Ingredients: high fructose corn syrup, powdered sugar, molasses, sucrose, glucose, fructose, lactose, maltose, monoglucofructose, uber fructose corn syrup, red 72, sugar squared, candy corn, no natural flavor added. What's inside? Like, there's really not a lot of work left. Focus. There's really not a lot of work left on the baby carrots, so I'm stretching the time. I am unwrapping the token. This is metal. On this side, we have Fran, who is not focusing. But I mean, that's okay. There's clear pictures on my socials. And on the other side, we have the TV. These were made for the Kickstarter for the animated pilot. They're still working on that, as far as I know. I sound sad. I'm not sad. I'm just leaky. And I won a bundle because they really like my Dragon Ball piece, which cannot be said. Like, not everybody liked it, and I'll talk about that in a bit. And here we have the absolutely huge keychain, double-sided. I did not take the plastic off yet. These always come with a protective plastic. A flip book, production, Litterbox pilot scene, 2024 test, director Brian Hart, animator Martin Daniels. Now the thing is, it's on the long side, so actually trying to get it to flip correctly is a little hard. Like, you would actually need to flip it like this to get the animation, but it's a little janky because it's so long instead of being square. A VIP ticket, which I am hiding the because there's a code here and there's a scan bar here, so I'm hiding those because I would like to use them. The QR code, that's the word I was looking for. Which I assume is to let me view the pilot. Focus. Thank you. It's slightly holographic. I like that. Now, this made me laugh so hard when I opened these. First of all, let me show you guys the back. These are made to look like Pokemon cards. They even got the Pokemon font. This is both adorable and hilarious. The reason I laughed is when I opened this pack, this was the card on top. Bali. And it made me laugh because my winning piece had Bali as like the centerpiece, kinda, sorta. I used it because my piece was Dragon Ball themed. And, well, Bali is a ball. He's a shoe and a ball, both at the same time. So I used Bali as the Dragon Ball in the title Litterbox Comics. And that was... It's just a coincidence that Bali was on top, but I was like... So let's read them. So Bali, right here. For 3 turns, any child cards from your deck will become turbocharged and actually listen to you. Here we have Joel, that's the dad. Once again, I don't want to mess too much with the focus of my camera, so... once again, for clear pictures, socials. So very unofficial, can't miss it. Dad bod, cooking, max humor, punny. HP 75. And he's barbecue elemental. Bali is Bali elemental, from what I'm seeing. Dated pop culture reference. Bring up a movie for 20 hipster points, but immediately take 5 emotional damage when you realize it's over 30 years old. Oh, I'm getting that now. Emotional damage! Dr. Tickles. Your opponent is paralyzed until they yell stop, at which point they continue to be tickled, skipping their next turn due to fits of giggles. A walking pop culture encyclopedia, this Tuxedo Cat's first consideration is always whether something will be cool or funny. Ooh, the kerning on this. Well, I mean, because they evened the text so it would fit into the box, and the kerning is kind of rough. Fran, HP 80. She's coffee elemental with her famous number 10 mug. Number 10 mom mug. Number 10 mom cat, age mid-30s, weight nope. Mommy brain, heal 10 damage to all your cards, then heal 10 more damage because you forgot you just did that. Amazonian Prime. Take 3 item cards from your deck, but return 2 after realizing you ordered the wrong size. Fuck. I think Mom does that a lot, actually. This Ginger Tabby craves order, but will barrel through her own warning signs when questing for family fun. Then we have Cooper. He's Poop Elemental. HP 45. Cooper is the youngest. Kitten Nugget. Sound. Wah! Aura. Stinky. Adorablast. Your opponent is dazzled and spends their next turn attempting to resist the overwhelming cuteness, rendering them incapable of attack. Sandbox Play-Doh. This isn't what I think it is it? You get the zoomies while your opponent loses 5 HP and becomes disgusted. This happy-go-lucky kitten is up for just about anything, especially if it's edible. Sandbox Play-Doh. And finally we have Vincent, the eldest. At 60 HP, his mental is a swirl, so I don't know if that means he's energetic or confusing. Chase color. Intelligent max wisdom min. Question barrage. Fire off incessant questions at your opponent. If they fail to respond, they lose a turn. If they manage to answer, keep asking why until they lose a turn. Lego Caltrops. Your opponent is slowed and inflicted with pain, causing them to take 10 damage and shout an expletive of their choice at the end of each of their turns for 3 turns. This bright-eyed calico possesses a unique mind, extrapolating every brain fart to its ultimate logical calamity. I'm gonna put all that in here. I'm not gonna show the stickers one by one because we still have to do some actual art in here. I might later to try and kill more time, so we still have a 2-hour live stream. Like, I did on purpose to put these ones on top because these are my favorite ones. They're rubber hose style. And the rest is still pretty cute. And of course, the pièce de résistance. Not right now. I also got an original drawing of Vincent from Cheska. Now, oh, hang on guys. I am leaking! Sorry about that. Originally, the plan was to, like the prize... I'm stalking? Yeah, okay. Just making real sure real quick that I, that I wasn't still on mute. The original plan was to have them draw a person of my choice as the animal of my choice, but I'm guessing they forgot that. But you know what, at this point, with the time... Hi, Ronald! At this point, with the time it took to get these, I really don't care, and I'm plenty happy with the Vincent drawing. Because honestly, I was struggling to figure out what I would have Cheska draw. But if they just decided we'll just send some art of one of the comics characters, fine. Perfectly fine. Very happy with it. It's on black, I don't really want to say cardstock, but it's stronger than craft cardboard. With a gold marker. High five! And he's got 4 fingers. I love that joke. I love that joke. Somebody says high five and they got 4 fingers. And finally, the actual pièce de résistance. Now, the thing I was waiting for, first of all, this is quite heavy. So I'm thinking that there's some like solid parts in here, okay, in the heads. Secondly, there's a bit of plastic loose in it, and that drives me nuts. But it's like one solid piece, so it's not like I can open it and try and get it out. But like second place and most of the Kickstarter supporters that went for this tier got a fully colored version of this. As far as I know, I'm the only one that got a gold version. If it's not me, then me and the highest tier supporters on Kickstarter. Like, I already like Letterboxd comic, but when I saw this, I was like, ooh, shiny! But I seriously didn't think I was gonna win. And I mean, it even came with a little certificate of authenticity. And it says here 16, so that's why I'm thinking that there were more than one, and like the highest tier supporters on Kickstarter got one too. But I'm not disappointed. Like, I put it up there next to my anatomical models to remind myself that this got me hate. Yes, indeed it did. For those who don't know, I had won that contest like in August 2024, and like most of the people were like very happy, very thrilled for me, and there were some that were criticizing it. Not necessarily because it was bad, but because it won over a frankly gorgeous second place winner of that person had drawn the Letterboxd comic characters as the Aristocats. And it was gorgeous, like 10/10, no notes. Like, I was surprised. Let's be honest, okay? When they did the live stream of the winners, when they did the live stream, it wasn't a live stream yet. Sorry, stupid. Let me try again. They had a live event where they would post the runner-ups, the third place, the second place, and then the first place during the day. And like, I was on that Facebook page like F5, 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 F5. And I didn't see myself in the runner-ups. My first thought was they misplaced my entry. They never received it, or they disliked it so much they didn't even put it there, because that's what had happened with another contest that I participated in earlier in the year, where I wasn't even in the runner-ups, and I wasn't even in the at least they submitted something pile. I was nowhere to be seen. And honestly, that hurt, because that was for a comedian that I love. I have all his albums. And that I win or that I didn't win, I don't really care, because you can't win everything. But that I wasn't even in the at least they participated section, that hurt. So of course, when I didn't see myself in the runner-ups for the Litterbox comic contest, I was like, oh shit, here we go again. And then they announced the third place, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, they lost my drawing. They didn't, no. And then they announced the second place, and then I was like, no, I'm just pumping myself up. There's no way in hell. And then they announced the first place, and I died. Focus. I deceased on the spot. This is me. My tongue looked orange for a while. I was like, did my Pepsi dye my tongue? This is me in front of my computer looking at first place. For a good 3 minutes, easily. I don't know if I remember to breathe. Like, if all the detractors were surprised that I won, if there's somebody that was the most surprised, it was me. Thrilled, but surprised. So, I had won that contest in August. In December, I started getting hate. And I was confused. Because it was on Twitter, and I received some DM about how my art sucks, and I suck, of course, both at the same time, because I am a multitasking king. And like, I had no idea who this guy was. It's always a guy, it's rarely a girl. And like the nicest, most polite insults, okay? Like, go away, like, oh. And after he sent me that as a DM, he blocked me, so I couldn't reply, because I'm not happy with being a hater. He's also incredibly brave. So I went to look at his account, and his account was, first of all, clearly a burner account, because it was like John 360, like a bunch of numbers there. Generic name, bunch of numbers. And it was 95% reposts of Litterbox comics, and that's when it clicked. I was like, oh, he's mad I won the contest. What do you want me to do? I didn't bribe anybody. And then, a couple of weeks later, same guy, because exactly the same type of spelling and manner of writing on YouTube of all places. I believe it was comments on one of my Smack Directs, I think. Same deal. Like, you suck and your anime art sucks, and you should leave and stop drawing. And dude, I know I'm the same height as I was when I was 10, But I'm in my 40s, buddy. Are you okay? Do you need a nap? Do you need a fruit roll-up? Are you okay, buddy? You need a juice? Does your mom know you're on the internet? Of course, couldn't reply again because I was blocked. So I just reported the YouTube account. It was a throwaway account anyway. Same thing. John, bunch of numbers. Like, and then it stopped. I mean... Ronald's sick of my shit changing the subject. I have to admit, issue 10 of Smack is good so far. You get the feeling that Chemical is no fan of EGAT in the slightest. Thank you! And we're only 2 pages in. Like, if you're following me, if you're subscribed to my Patreon, we're 6 pages in right now, so we get to see a bit more early. Speaking of seeing more, come here, you. Bah! Gonna move that over here. Add a little water. I'm doing my best with what I have, folks. But yeah. I can't do anything without pissing off a kid. That's what they are, honestly. And I'm not even saying that as an insult, because they write like a kid. It feels like it's a kid. That person seriously needs to chill out completely. Yes, and they can do that away from me. I have other things to do than babysit. But like sometimes you have people that talk to you and you're getting kid vibe, like, please, I am the stranger danger, please go away. And then you go on their page and you see their information and it's like, I've been here for 20 years, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. Oh sweetheart, no. I mean, I know I have no place to talk about maturity. I'm in my 40s. I am currently questing on my front page for some chains to hold up my plushies. My emotional support Luigi's. And I just finished showing off some stickers and some toys and a giant gold TV. But only, geez, you don't see me stalk people to tell. I'm way too busy for this. First of all, secondly, I really don't care. Maybe if I did the right color. There we go. Yeah. 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 Not really going for a greasy tilter. Trying not to push too hard so it's not too dark. yeah, seriously, there's like something about me that really pisses off men. And I don't know what it is. I mean, there's something about me that really pisses off women, too. Like, I tend to trigger women more in real life. But boy, do I trigger men online. Oh my god. I mean, that's the thing, though. When you're neurodivergent, you tend to trigger people and having zero idea what did it. And then you have other neurodivergent demanding to know what you did to trigger the first person. And you're sitting there like, well, I would like to know too. Hi, Cartoon Cat Girl. Oh, I had a pretty good Valentine's Day. I am happy with my Valentine's Day experience. Give me a second, I'm leaking again. Ronald, my Valentine's was disappointing. Never got to go to Endymion because my mom doesn't like driving to New Orleans despite having to do so for physical therapy. Aww. Do you not have a license, or can you not get a license? And I'm saying that with all respect because there's a lot of adults that just can't get their license. Like, I passed my first driving exam at 16 in my grandma's car, and that gave me all the anxiety that I even missed a stop sign, and I failed, and then I took it again at 23, and my twin brother doesn't have a license, and we're both in our 40s. Me too, my mom and I got our hair cut. Oh, I'm still waiting on that. And, like, there's no shame. There's tons of reasons for not getting your license. Well, I say there's no shame. For everybody else, there's no shame. When it comes to my brother, I make it a point to absolutely humiliate him. Because he's my brother. Like, last time we talked, he said, well, feel free to call me a fucking idiot because I think, on top of my ADHD, I'm autistic. And I said, well, you're a fucking idiot because we all knew that. It's my brother. That's the way we talk to each other. Like, fuck you too. Want to go out for a coffee? Sure! I don't have a license despite taking driver's ed back in 2002, 2003. Well, you try. And whenever you're comfortable, you'll try again. And if you're never comfortable, that's okay too. You're not my brother, so I'm going to talk to you with respect. Nobody reaches all the milestones at the same time is what I'm saying. Everybody's different. No matter what the school system tells you, because the school system was built to make everybody nice little, I am forgetting my English today. Not happy with being sleepy, I am forgetting my English words. Industry workers, there we go. So of course, starting next week, there's going to be another comic that I'll be working on, depending how I feel. Because like I said, I do have more ideas for more Welcome Home Nephews, but I also have other stories, short stories. Short stories were my specialty in high school. I'm gonna look up again and read your comments real soon. I keep getting comments on my shorts on YouTube that I'm underrated and this and that, and I'm like, share my shit. It's free. If you like my stuff so much and you feel I don't have enough watchers or followers, share my shit. I didn't get my license. I didn't get my license until I was 18. I didn't get mine until I was 23. So, by the way, good job. Because it is stressful. The second time it was in my own car that I had been driving for years now. Like, I got my car at 16. It was a second-hand car. It was a Ford Mercury Topaz. Red on the outside, red on the inside. Huge freaking car because it was from 1994. And we were not in 1994 when I got the car. When I had to finally get rid of it a couple years later, it had no floors left. I was sitting on carpet and there was road immediately under me. No more frame. All rotted off. But it was my car, damn it! And that's the car that I used to pass my license when I was 23. Even if I managed to pass like in extremis because I apologized to my exam passer next to me because she started yelling at me because she thought I was going to hit a car. And I was like, no, I was not going to hit a car. That car was going in its lane. It was a thing about the yield, and she was like, yeah, you almost hit that car. You're not supposed to do that. And I was like, well, I wasn't going to hit that car. I think I still won points, not just because I apologized, because at another point she asked me, why are you stopping here? And I was like, well, there's a stop sign. And she was like, oh, I didn't see that. And I saw it. So it was a new stop sign that was installed there the week before, and I read about it in the newspaper. So I think that helped. Anyway, I got my license, and the only accidents that I had since then were just me. I had an accident happen around me once. But I'm not the one that caused that accident, but any other car accidents I was in, that was just me driving on icy road, and the car just decided to do whatever it wanted. I never totaled the car. I got into an accident with the Mercury Topaz, and then I got into an accident with the Dodge Caliber, and that's it. I never got into an accident with the Jeep. I think there's more pressure because the Jeep belongs to my mom. I'm like, I can't afford this. But I was able to drive away from both accidents, so it's fine. Not even a bump on the body of the car, nothing, so that was disheartening. Like, when she was yelling at me, I didn't even know at the time that I was neurodivergent, and I was like, don't yell at me. But I was thinking it, because God frickin' forbid at the time that I would defend myself. But what do you want to do? Also, the accident that happened around me, that was fine too. It wasn't in winter again. I hate driving in winter for obvious reason. Where I live, there's a lot of curves and a lot of hills and and dips. So if there's a patch of black ice, you're fucked. So, so I was coming up on the hill of the high school, and I had a little sports car that decided to speed around me, and it was snowing heavy, and there was snow on the road, and I was taking my time because no thank you. And that little sports car decided to speed next to me in a school zone. Perfect idea. In the dark, in the snow, alouette. And I could feel, like, I can see pretty good 180 degree, okay? I could see / feel that little sports car going further and further away from me in the curve. And I was certain that he was going to hit the snowbank. At the time, we had snowbanks. We don't have them anymore, so if that accident would happen now, he would have tumbled down to the museum. So I saw him going further and further away from me until ce qui devait arriver arriva, and he hit the snowbank. And I heard the boonk. It was a cartoon boonk, like boonk. And he started twirling around me. Like, I was here, he was here. I was here, he was here. Because I need the little smaller one, because that's a sports car. And he's starting doing this, and ended up facing me on the road. And I just slowed down, put my handbrake, because we're still in a hill, put my hazards, crossed my arms, and waited to see if they were okay. I'm laughing because they were okay. At least the passenger was, because I saw a pair of arms going, and I saw a pair of hands on the steering wheel. And then he backed up, he turned around, and he went forward in front of me. Slowly. And in my head I was like, and now you know why I was driving slowly. That poor kid. Wanted to show off, and he probably pissed himself. Yeah, that's the thing about scary things, though. Like I said, I had 2 accidents myself. I slid off on ice. But when something scary happens to you, and you're okay, or in this specific case, the car is okay, you have to drive off. And I don't mean, like, a hit and run there. I just mean everything's okay, there's no need to call the cops, nobody's hurt, nobody's, you know. You can just drive off, but you have to drive off yourself. Don't call your parents to come and pick you up. If there's something wrong with the car, you'll figure it out tomorrow. Or does something scary happen to you? Everything's fine. Get back on the saddle. Do it out of spite. I got into a lot of accidents when I first started driving. Oh dear. That's the thing though, boat accidents I got in I had a good couple of years of driving under my belt, so it was really just the ice. As long as you're okay. Did you total the car, or I mean, if you feel comfortable sharing that with the crew. If you're not comfortable, don't feel pressured. And Coco's saying, "Hey Shiro, guess what I got for Valentine's Day? Treats, I hope. Good things. A new pan." Some Pocky, some chocolate truffles, and a K-pop Demon Hunter shirt. Oh, nice! Wow, you were spoiled. I got some off-brand Pocky. I'm probably not gonna be able to digest it. Yeah, now there's some brands of cheap chocolate that I can't digest. And don't get me started on what Nutella does to me. So here's my advice of the day, people. Never get old. Mom also got me some fudge Pop-Tarts, so that's nice. Fudge Pop-Tarts I can digest. Only once, but I was going on a Disney internship anyway. Still felt that. Oh, sweetie. I mean, nobody feels good after an accident. I wasn't expecting that, but it was nice nonetheless. Wish they were gluten-free Pocky. I got him Dubai chocolate. They should be gluten-free Pocky. I love that car too. I know. Like both my cars right now. Well, both my cars. I'm rich. No. My first car, I drove it until it fell apart. My current car, I haven't driven it in years because it's also falling apart. I bought that one new. And I don't think I'll ever buy another car again. I think I'm struggling paying my bills now. Imagine getting a car on top of that. So I drive Mom's car. Is Dubai chocolate even good? It just feels like it's got wet grass inside. Especially when they show the half melted stuff, I'm like, no thanks. I'm not a big fan of stuffed chocolate to begin with. Like fancy stuffed chocolate, especially because half the time it's flavors I don't really care for. I like mint Oreo bars. I don't remember if there's Oreo bars in the States. If not, you guys are missing out. Because guess what? The dumbass is Canadian. You know, this Christmas I should splurge and get myself a little tiny one-person panettone. My current car is also falling apart. I still think it's planned obsolescence because you got vintage cars that are still running to this day, and yes, you gotta take care of them, but they're still running.